Enid and Seymour's relationship goes through a lot of changes and very swiftly and quickly. And at first, he is just some guy that she is basically having fun with.
I know the guy who owns the original and lent it for use on this reissue.
Wow! She loves making fun of this guy.
Seymour's sort of a eccentric loner.
Oh, what are we in slow motion here? Come on, what are you, hypnotized? Have some more kids, why don't you?
He's a cranky record collector type.
Are all these records?
Yeah, I've got about 1,578 at this point. I've tried to pare down my collection to just the essential.
Enid sees herself a little bit in him. She sees, this guy who doesn't quite fit into the world, but she admires him because he is sort of a strong, distinctive personality, and he believes in his own thing, and he doesn't let society sway him, even though he's sort of profoundly unhappy because of it.
I would kill to have stuff like this.
Please, go ahead and kill me. I think they are similar in that they both feel like outsiders.
I can't relate to 99% of humanity.
Well, I can't relate to humanity either, but I don't think it's completely hopeless.
They sort of amuse each other.
Oh my God, we have to go in here. Come on.
Yeah, sure, very funny.
Come on, please. Becky and I have been dying to go in here, but we can never find any boys to take us.
I could never picture anybody else in this film. Steve Buscemi was the guy, and I always thought of him as somewhat funny looking, and then my wife heard me talking on the phone to him one day, and she said, "That's Steve Buscemi on the phone?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "There's only one guy in Hollywood you have to worry about leaving me alone in a room with. It's Steve Buscemi." She said, "I couldn't care less about Harrison Ford, Brad Pitt, any of those guys." It's like... And I think, well, my wife's a little weird because she's with me anyway, but every woman I've ever talked to has a thing for Steve Buscemi.
In a way, he's such a clueless dork. He's almost kind of cool.
The guy's many things, but he's definitely not cool.
Yeah, well, thanks for cheering me up.
Brad Renfro plays this character Josh, who the girls are sort of obsessed with.
What can you tell me, young man, about the various flavors of frozen yogurt?
I'll be done in a minute. Can you guys just, wait outside or something?
He's this guy, sort of a loner, too, in his own way, sort of like a younger version of Seymour, although the clock isn't quite ticking with him.
In addition to our old favorites, chocolate and vanilla, this week we're featuring 6-gun strawberry, wild cherry roundup, and 10-gallon tangerine. Usually when you come on a set late, I only have 2 weeks on this movie, there's that who the heck's this new guy type, you know what I mean? Feel, whether it's spoken or not, and those girls made me feel right at home.
Well, we'll see you later, Josh.
Rebecca is definitely the one that has the head on her shoulders, and she's sort of heading in the right direction. So when are you going to get a job?
They're very close, and yet they're kind of growing apart, and they've spent so much time together that it's almost like a marriage. Great.
What? What's wrong with it? It looks totally normal.
What? I said great.
Yeah, I can tell you really love it.
What am I supposed to say?
You hate every single place that we look at.
Everybody at some time in their life has a friend that they're really, really close to, and then all of a sudden something happens and they're not that close to them, and they, you think back on it and you can't really figure out exactly why you split apart. You spent every minute together, and then all of a sudden that's gone, and it's a really painful thing that most people have to go through at some point.
Do you have anything to drink?
Yeah, well, there might be some root beer in there.
What's this?
That's Dana's. I'm supposed to be saving it for our 2-month anniversary. You better not.
It's very funny and very painful at the same time. The whole film's like that, has a strange tone to it. I'm not saying in a self-serving way, oh, it's such a strange, cool film. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I have enough objectivity on it, I know, to know this is going to be a very strange film, because it's very funny and very sad at the same time.
How much for this dress?
God, I can't believe you're selling that.
500.
You're crazy. Should be like $2.
Was wearing that when I lost my virginity.
I wouldn't really call it a teen movie. I don't think you can.
It's not like a bubbly teen comedy. Absolutely not.
There are teenagers in the movie, so that qualifies.
Are you waiting for a bus?
Yes.
I hate to tell you this, but they canceled this bus line 2 years ago. There are no more buses on this street.
You don't know what you're talking about.
What does Ghost World mean? It's a hard question.
It's the wackiest thing in a way.
The world in which these characters live, it could be any town, USA, that is slowly changing, being taken over by malls and cappuccino places. And, slowly the town is starting to lose its character. This town is a ghost of what it used to be.
I can't believe these people. They at least turn off their stupid sports game until he's done playing.
It has something to do with the whole decline of Western civilization. How's that? How's that for putting butts in the seat?
Here you go, smothered in delicious yellow chemical sludge. Which band is yours?
Alien Autopsy.
Oh, bitchin'.
Hey, you! How many times I tell you? No chef, no service. Get the hell out of my store. What do you think this is, Club Med?
It's America, dude. Learn the rules.
Loosen up. Feel the music.
I think only stupid people have good relationships.
That's the spirit.